So what are these tests? Well, all new and existing Transport for London private hire drivers have to pass an English language practical test and a multiple choice test, which they call the SERU test, SERU, which stands for Safety, Equality and Regulatory Understanding. Both tests cost £36 each and are sat up, as you'll see later on in the video, up at the Greenwich Transport for London headquarters at their test centre and main head office. The English language tests won't require any preparation as long as you've got a good conversational level of English and you're able to understand basic, simple sentences and respond as well. The test consisted of having, first of all, introductions and then simple conversations around visiting various landmarks, things like Buckingham Palace and the London Eye, role-playing really, pretending that you're the driver and the assessor is the passenger, and then moving on to slightly more complicated conversations where unprompted you had to talk for 2 minutes about either a favourite book or a favourite movie. I'm guessing they changed the topics each time, so just have a little think about that, and you do get time to prepare and a pen and paper to make some notes throughout the conversation. But if you're already a native English speaker like I am, or have good fluent understanding and speaking, then I'm sure that you will pass the test without any preparation at all. The Safety, Equality and Regulatory Understanding test does require more practice, and I'd recommend you go online and find some practice mock tests. There's quite a lot of resources out there. Some of it's free, some of it you pay a small fee to access, and is based on the Transport for London drivers, private hire drivers handbook. Now I'm going to make a separate audio recording of that handbook to help people prepare for that test, and once I've made that video I'll post it and obviously provide a link below. The rest of this video shows you my trip up to London to take my tests. I've shown you as much as I can and gives you the results of the tests at the end as well. The SERU test seems to have a 66% pass rate and consists of multiple choice questions. There's two types of questions you'll get in the multiple choice. The first is a straightforward multiple choice, a question with 4 possible answers. And the second type of question you'll get is a complete the sentence with the missing words test. And again, it's kind of like a multiple choice because they present a sentence with some missing words and then some possible words at the bottom that you can drag and drop on the computer to complete the sentences. You do have to on both tests score 60% or over to pass them, and the SERU test, as I've just said, has 66% of people passing the test, so 33% sadly do seem to fail first time. You'll get 2 attempts to pass the test, and if you fail both times and you're a new applicant, you'll have to start the application process again, which includes paying for the fee again. So it's well worth preparing in advance for these tests. Good luck with the tests and enjoy the rest of the video. So here I am at North Greenwich Pier, and look how beautiful that is. You can even hear the reeds rushing. Great view along the river there. Got the cable car up there. Wouldn't fancy that on a windy day, but if you can see that. And then over there, Transport for London's offices. The office furthest away in the centre of the screen is Transport for London's head office, 14 Pier Walk, and I'm here today to do my SERU and English language test, and I will make an update video on how that goes after the test. When I sat the tests up in London, I was really surprised to find that you had to wait 6 weeks for the results, particularly as the SERU test is multiple choice and it's computer based, and it's binary, you either get them right or wrong. so you would think you would get the result straight away, but no. Here we are, 18th of July was when I received the letter from TFL, and since I scored 100% in both, I know no one's ever going to believe this, they'll think I've doctored the letter, but I actually scored 100% in both tests, and no one was more surprised than me. And I'll post at the end of the video a extract of the letter that I received through email from them. But you'd think they would just do the marking there and then put you out of your misery, but everything that TFL seems to do is sort of a long, seems to be a long protracted process, and I'm sure for a lot of people it's quite painful as well. What my top recommendation would be for anyone doing these tests is to do lots of practice questions. There are free resources online, and there are some tests you can pay for as well, available online for both the English language and the SERU multiple choice test. Preparation, I mean, I myself wasn't certain that I'd got all of the questions right, and there were some things that can definitely catch you out. The pass mark is 60% on both papers though, so it's, I think most people with a little bit of preparation and reading through the manual will be passing these tests. Anyway, that's the end of my first video all about Ubering and PCO driving in this area, the Greater London area where I am. Please like and subscribe. It's a new channel, and I'll try and bring regular content to you about my exploits as a driver.